I'm going to look at this from the computational lens. I'm going to look at all of this. So I'm going to look at primarily, not all, but primarily problems which have a computational flavor to them. And given this computational flavor, we're going to ask which of these problems are easy or hard in a computational sense. This discussion will lead us to various topics in computer science, which in the computer science jargon are called P, NP, and eventually the P versus NP question, which is a big question, open question in computer science. When we talk about algorithms, what we'd ask is we'd first like to come up with a procedure and then ask how does the procedure scale with input size? As the inputs to the problem become bigger and bigger, how does my algorithm work? For instance, suppose somebody says they have an algorithm to solve Sudoku puzzles. Yes, possibly you can take this, the usual Sudoku puzzle is a 9 by 9 square like this. You can solve it, and most of us can actually, at best 20 minutes or half an hour of it, do an exhaustive search and we can figure out what the solution for it. But suppose you said you had an algorithm, a good algorithm for it, then a test bed for it would be then tried not just on a 9 by 9 thing, but on a 16 by 16. This you might be able to do it in half an hour. This, possibly it might take you a day for it, and then you go further ahead and then go on to, if you try the test bed on a 25 by 25, this one, I'm sure if you'd, none of us have an algorithm that's going to be doing this. We're going to spend a couple of days or possibly a couple of weeks if you're just going to do an exhaustive search and try to do. So currently we do not know of any sort of systematic procedure by which we solve Sudoku. P was the class of problems which I know how to solve. NP is the class of problems for which if I don't know how to solve it, but if somebody solves it, they can show me, they can convince me that they have solved it correctly. It's not like somebody says I have solved it and you don't know how to believe. You can actually, they can prove to you that they have solved it correctly. So if somebody gives me an algorithm for problem A, this means I can solve problem B. This is the notion of reduction. Of course, question we'd ask is there a reduction between these two problems? Strangely enough, what we can show that if somebody actually really comes up with an algorithm, a Sudoku solver, we can use that Sudoku solver to solve any problem in NP.